Seems like Bangalore weather got a memo from winter and decided to RSVP early. I'm not blaming the weather because I love cozy days. It comes with its own drawback of not feeling like working, but that's why we have coffee, right? Our own magic potion. Since it's a chilly day, I thought let me make some hot upma. I know some people might judge me for this, but hear me out. Even I wasn't a fan either when I was a kid. But as an adult, I have come to love things like simple home cooked food, slow living, and staying at home. It's funny how growing up turns us into exactly what our parents nagged us about.
Come closer, dance for me. Easy tiger, easy, let your hair down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can be together. Perfect lips got me rushing, pen, and I'm so in, like lilies.
Copy the basic body's pattern onto another sheet and hope it doesn't start demanding royalties. Next, mark the neckline. I am keeping it as 6.5 inches. This is the minimum you need to mark. But hey, feel free to go deeper like you're digging for a lost socks in a laundry. And then mark a horizontal line at this point. Now let's mark the length. I am keeping it as 13.5 inches. You know the drill, so mark a horizontal line at this new length. The dart width at the bottom was half an inch on both the sides. Since we have a new length, the dart width has reduced. So adjust that to half an inch on both the sides and connect these points to the dart point as shown in the video. Time to cut the new length and the neckline. If you are intimidated by sewing, don't worry. I have been there too. I have done so many trial and error that my sewing machine knows me better than my therapist. It's all about taking the leap and trying until your fabric starts to obey. Now connect the middle line of the side dart to the dart point. Now cut out the below dart and then cut at the center line of the side dart. Now cover the dart just like you cover your mistakes and slap on some cello tape. Now we have a single side dart. Next, mark 1.5 inches from the armhole and adjust the armhole. Let's temporarily put a tape on the dart. Think of it as a fashion band-aid which we will rip it off later. If you see at the bottom, it's a bit angled, so let's straighten it up. Let's take another piece of paper and stick it at the bottom and draw a straight line and cut it out. Take the front pattern and the back pattern and align it together as if they belong together. Now mark the length as per the front pattern. Once we have a new length, adjust the dart as half an inch on both the sides and mark it. Now align the neckline and mark it. You can go deeper if you want. Connect the dart points to the neckline. Remove those cello tapes and cut it out. Next, mark 1.5 inches from the armhole and adjust the armhole. Now both the front and the back pattern is ready. The below part of the dress is pretty simple. Just cut a rectangle with your measurements as per this template.
forget everything that has been. Don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it.
We have front bodies and the lining for it. We have the back bodies and the lining for it. Step is to stitch all the darts at the front and the back, and you're going to do the same thing on the lining fabric as well.
Mostly off track and under attack, so we've earned it. Yeah, we've stayed loyal to each other.
Let's make straps. Take 1.5 inches strap and then fold it and stitch it by leaving very little space. This way your strap will be as thin as spaghetti. Turn it inside out like your relatives who flip personalities at every family gathering. Girls show is giving me company while I am sewing. After searching for something like SATC show, I stumbled upon Girls. It's a rare glimpse into the world of imperfections, mental complexities, awkward sexual dynamics, and it has a lot of complex characters. Initially, I was like, meh, but now I'm hooked. At this point, it has become a toxic relationship. I can't wait to see where all these quirky characters end up. Coming back to sewing, I ended up making 4 straps. Place the straps on the front bodies as shown in the video, and then place the lining on top of it and stitch everywhere except the below part, because that's where we will flip it. Now do the same thing on the back bodies as well. Now place the back bodies on the front bodies and stitch the sides. Now take out the below part of the dress, the rectangle piece of fabric, and stitch 2 basting stitches on one side, and then pull the thread and start gathering it. You can skip this next step if you're not using lining. Use this template to measure the waist that you need to cut on the fabric. Fold the lining fabric once and then fold it again to create a triangle. Yes, even geometry is needed in sewing. Mark the waist measurement, and from this new line, mark the length of the dress and cut it out. This is what it ends up looking like. Open up the lining once and open it up again. So there you have your half circle skirt. Now place the main fabric on top of it and align the waist and stitch the waist. Once that's done, double fold the lining fabric and stitch it. It looks so pretty already. Now stitch the bodies to the below part of the dress. This is how it looks once the stitching is done. Since I was so lost in sewing, I did not realize I was starving until I hit hangry levels. So I ordered some spaghetti aglio e olio from Little Italy. Hands down my favorite place for spaghetti in Bangalore. I heard good reviews about the Godzilla -1 movie, so I decided to check it out. Let's see if this monster flick lives up to the hype. I thought I could finish the dress after the movie, but my last 2 brain cells gave up and I dozed off. It's time to add the zipper. Since I don't have the basic white one, I'll just have to improvise with whatever random zipper I have. I have pinned up the zipper here, so I'm gonna stitch the zipper, and once that's done, I'm gonna stitch the below part. After that, I'm gonna double fold the edge and stitch it, and the dress will be ready.